Oh, what a goal! Rick Williams, he's done it! He's done it! The Michigan goal in the first period for Rick Williams. Run, Pelkey scores! Pelkey! It's it!
Okay, we're back. Welcome back to Bu.ll with Clark. My name is Derek Clark, and we're back, baby. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous night. It's approximately 6:47 p.m. Eastern. The sun has completely set in. It's completely dark. I don't like that still, even though I'm a big hockey fan. And this is the type of weather where it gets pitch dark and it is 40-something freaking degrees outside. I don't want that weather. I want it nice and sunny until 8 o'clock. No, but welcome back to Bu.ll with Clark. My name is Derek Clark, and let's talk about sports, boys. As you can tell, my voice is completely fine. Had a little bit of the campus plague, as some like to call it. I had a fucked up throat, then turned into like nasally stuff. I'm still like a tiny bit congested, but I'm cruising. So let's get right into it, boys. First things first. Let's talk stick and pocky of the Ducks. The Ducky Ducks. Quack, quack, baby, quack, quack. Okay, let's talk about the Ducks because they're playing tonight, and I'm literally about to watch the game after I'm done recording this. And I'm sorry, I just had a weird moment with the mic. Sorry, I'm dying over here. I guess. Anyway, the Ducks. The Ducky Ducks. Let's talk about them, shall we? The Ducks come into tonight's game 3-1. That's 3 wins, 3 losses, one overtime loss. The Devils are 5-4-2. That's 5 wins, 4 losses, and 2 overtime losses. So they've played over 11 games. The Ducks have just played 7. We were the last team to play hockey this NHL season. I think we would beat the Devils. Pretty close game, pretty close record overall for each other's teams. And I think we could beat the Devils after our loss against the Rangers 2-1. Okay. Let's talk motorsports. This is the more crazier side of sports I want to talk about. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about. First off, NASCAR. Let's talk some NASCAR. Let's talk some motorsports. Okay, NASCAR. Crazy finish out of the X Cup Series. The top 5. Reddick, Blaney, Hamlin, Bell, Elliott. Man, oh man, do we have a lot to talk about. Kyle Larson was all the way down in 35th. He came back all the way to second. He was battling for the lead, and then he spun out. Ryan Blaney had the lead for the most at the end of the race, and then Tyler Reddick just goes right by him at the end of it. It was just insane. Christopher Bell was right there if anything could have happened. It was insane what had happened. Denny Hamlin was literally watching these two in third place, and Christopher Bell was right behind Denny Hamlin. The two were watching. It seems those two and Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney were going to wreck. They did not wreck, but boy, oh boy, was that just insane. It was quite a race. Also, some shocking news out of the motorsports world. Mexico. This is a weird one. Mexico is set for 2026 to be an IndyCar race, which is crazy as well. IndyCar has had some spiking news. As of late, they've had some crazy news. Um, um, it's just insane. I don't know how to talk about this. Pato O'Ward is the biggest name in IndyCar when it comes to from Mexico. He's from Mexico. Um, so it says right here from The Athletic, promoters in Mexico are set to hold further talks with IndyCar in January about bringing a race to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is Hermanos Rodriguez Autodrome. In English, I guess would be the way to put it. Amid a surge in interest around driver Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward is from Mexico. Mexican people have been watching him for what he races for McLaren, obviously, and he's won 3 races so far this season. Made his first F1 practice appearance this year on Friday at the Mexican Grand Prix. Talks taking part in the 1-hour practice. Pretty good to see him. Award does want to make F1. That's one thing of why he's in IndyCar. A lot of former F1 drivers go to IndyCar, and a lot of IndyCar drivers that first join IndyCar want to go to F1. So it's a weird hybrid flip flop. Speaking of IndyCar, IndyCar Next Series sees that unique situation going on with Deegan's. Haley Deegan's has uh, made her an IndyCar Next Series debut. I don't even know where she finished. I didn't even follow what happened to her. IndyCar Next Series is the series below IndyCar. Her brother Hayden is trying to get a Supercross championship. It's a very weird dynamic in the Deegan family over there as well. But yeah, I would love to see Mexico join the IndyCar realms. It's the same track F1 races, by the way, in Mexico City. It would be the same exact track that they run if they were to put the IndyCars on it, which I would love to see. Speaking of F1, boys, did we have an F1 race for you, folks? This one, I mean, come on, grab a cold one out of the fridge, folks. F1 was actually kind of exciting today. It was race 2 of their North American racing. They first hit the United States last weekend, and they're in the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend, which that's the whole talk of why Pato Award, obviously, in the IndyCar stuff. Pretty obviously there. And then they will head to Brazil next weekend. So they are going down. It's the Americas, if you will. They're going down to Brazil, and then they're going to come back to Las Vegas. It's just crazy. It's 4 insane races. A very, very weird setup to go from Austin, Texas to Mexico to Brazil, then back to Las Vegas. I don't know why they didn't just go Las Vegas, Austin, Mexico, Brazil. I still don't get why they do that. I don't know. It started at 4 o'clock. It just literally ended a couple hours ago. Carlos Sainz with the win. Lando Norris second. Leclerc third. So 1-3 for Ferrari. And McLaren squeaks into second. Lewis Hamilton was fourth. Max Verstappen all the way down in sixth. I mean, this is crazy, folks. The driver championship is actually kind of on the line right now because of the way stuff is going on. If we look at the drivers' standings, gotta make sure I click the right stuff here. Verstappen is in the lead. Lando Norris, though, is in second. Verstappen has 362. Lando Norris has 315. So he's really not that. He's not close, but he's not that far. That's a point differential of 42. I just did that math. 42 points, I believe, right? Is it 42? Or sorry, 50. 45. No. 32. Yeah, 50 some odd points. Got it. 50 odd, or 40 some odd points is the point differential. I think it's 48 or 47, 46, somewhere around there. Late 40s in the points differential. Leclerc is behind Lando Norris, not too far behind, getting into second in the driver's points. He is 291. Fourth place with 251 is Norris's teammate Piastri. Teams championship is also kind of on the line here. It's a very different stature. McLaren is in the lead. Red Bull's in third. Second is Ferrari. Like, this is crazy. So even if Verstappen wins the driver championship, which he's kind of slipping away from, McLaren is in the lead in the team standings and can win the team championship. I call it team. I know it's constructor or whatever the frick they like to call it over there in F1, but yeah. Crazy motorsport stuff. Crazy. I personally think, looking at it, kind of like a weird perspective of what motorsports is, I can really see a lot of things go down. I could see Lando Norris winning this drivers' championship, obviously, but it's also Max Verstappen, so all it takes is one win, and next thing you know, he's winning. But also, you just never know with how that Red Bull is handling. Usually, if Max isn't doing good, Sergio Perez is, but it's not the case. I mean, you look at this race today, and it's a different show. I mean, look, Verstappen is just crazy. I mean, look at this. Verstappen, 6th. Perez, not even in the points, boys. He was 17th in his home Grand Prix, the Mexican Grand Prix. The driver from Mexico is in 17th. Brutal day for the home driver. Brutal. The Brazilian Grand Prix is up next. There, um, I believe isn't a driver from Brazil. I don't think so. No, there isn't. So no race there. Home race. The next driver to have a home race, I think, is well, it wouldn't be Las Vegas because no, it wouldn't be Las Vegas because Logan Sargent isn't even in the series anymore. Logan Sargent's going to IndyCar, which I can't wait for. I can't wait to see Logan Sargent in an IndyCar. People like that guy got screwed over so many times in F1. I mean, imagine your teammate wrecks his own car. Your teammate drives his own car, wrecks it so freaking bad, right? And the chassis all screwed up, dude. I mean, I'm talking the chassis bent left and right and everything else, but the team is so poor that they can't even afford to get a new freaking chassis, so they just cut that shit up, right? They chop it up and they re-weld the damn thing. So now it's like sketchy as hell to be in. If I was a driver, I wouldn't want to drive the damn thing. I mean, you're in a chassis that just got re-welded. Oh, but Derek, these teams have money for the fancy welders. I don't give a freaking rat's ass. Dude, the chassis busted. Like, it's insane. And then here comes the real kicker. Put the body on it, go, you know what, Logan, you're going to have to drive your teammate's car. The one that we just re-welded, yeah, you're going to have to drive that chassis. Your teammate's actually going to get your car. And we're just going to swap bodies. Is that okay? Dude, I would have quit right there, bro. I would have quit. Dude, on the 4th of July weekend, this guy, like, the weirdest stuff ever. He's having a bad day, right? And to capitalize, dude, it's just bad. The driver from the United States having a bad day, and they were dogging him on Independence Day, which, I mean, matter of fact, I don't think that kind of mattered because the race wasn't even in the United States, but it was just crazy. And that's actually, dude, so they talk, okay, let me reassure this. Okay, let me try to regroup what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Look, I don't want to sound rude to F1, but Martin Brundle, just wow. Okay? And it's not just Martin. Okay? It's your other buddy in the booth, Martin. But both those boys in the F1 booth, every time Logan was like qualifying, and he wouldn't qualify that great. He drives for Williams. Williams sucks. I'll say it, dude. Williams, you suck. You suck. You're bad. You're horrible. I don't even get how you're even in F1. You finish horrendously. A team called Red Bull Cash App is better than you. A team called Red Bull Cash App. Okay, let me explain this. Your team name is the last name of somebody. Williams. Great team name. Williams F1. You're being beat by a team that's name is its two main sponsors, Red Bull and fucking Cash App. Like, oh, and Visa's in there too. Of course Visa's in there. So it's actually Red Bull Visa Cash App. So, like, what the hell? Your team sucks, okay? And I'll keep saying that. But for you, okay, for Martin Brundle to stand in that booth and kind of literally harass somebody, like, I don't want to talk. I really don't want to talk about it. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I actually find it very offensive as someone who's a United States citizen how they treated Logan Sargent because he was from the United States. Like, I don't think people. I'm going off here. I don't give a shit. I don't think people understand. You need to watch Logan Sargent highlights and just listen. Not even highlights. Just watch every highlight reel. Go to the Logan Sargent clips and just listen. Dude, this guy would qualify. Get this. This guy would qualify. Right? He's in a shitty car. The car is re-welded. It's not even his frame. It's his teammate's chassis. It just has his body panels on it. This guy would qualify like 17th because the car's a piece of shit. Okay? It's like a damn four-banger out there. for all my dirt racing fans, a four banger for the people that don't watch dirt racing, a four banger is a $500 fucking Honda Civic. You get off the damn freaking pick apart, all right? You get it out of the freaking junkyard, and you fucking put some tires on it, and you put a piece of shit fucking motor on it, and you go on a dirt track and you race every fucking Saturday. Okay, that is the car Logan Sargent had. Okay, and on top of that, he's driving for a shitty team. So not only does he have a shitty car, but he's driving for a shitty team. So like, his car is like 2 times the shittiness, or I would even say 3 times the shittiness of what it originally was. So it was a shitty car that just got shittier. I just said shit a lot. Anyway, not important. It's like, it was just bad. It's just bad. It was just a bad situation. And then you got on top, freaking Martin Brundle's up here in the broadcast booth. He's like, well, Logan Sargent here, in the American, he can't get as better than his teammate. His teammate is just outperforming him every week, every weekend, isn't he? Isn't he? Oh, yes, Martin, oh, yes. That's because he's driving a shit car, dude. Alex Albon's out here getting, man, dude, he's getting glazed, bro. You're glazing. And you know what's crazy? Is they'd be like, oh, Alex Albon, he out qualifies his teammate for the 10th race in a row. You know what they would do? You know what those positions would be? Logan would qualify like 17th. Alex Albon would be like 13th. So it's not like he's not even in the fucking points position. Like, oh my god, Alex Albon's the greatest fucking driver ever. And it wasn't even just because it was all the time. Dude, Alex Albon would spin, and they would act like he's a 3-time world champion. Alex Albon is by far, if not the worst teammate to ever have. And it's not because Alex is a shit person. He is probably a genuinely nice person. It is because he gets glazed, because how he did in F2. The dude was gross in F2. He was amazing. He was a good driver. He was everything. His stats are beautiful. I will not lie, Alex Albon could drive an F2 car like a freaking bat out of hell. But for the love of God, get his ass in F1. I don't like how they treated Logan Sargent. Matter of fact, yes, I kind of agree with people that Logan Sargent shouldn't even have been in F1 to begin with. His stats weren't as good as his teammate Alex Albon. But at the end of the day, he was in F1 and he was given a very shitty opportunity. He should have been on a different team. A different team should have been giving him an opportunity. Hell, if you pissed him off so much, you pissed off Logan Sargent so fucking much that at the end of the day, the dude is now racing in the United States in an IndyCar. He's gonna win the fucking Indy 500. All right, I can promise you that Logan Sargent's gonna win the fucking Indy 500. It might not be this year's. Or they might be, and they might not be in next year. It might be 2026. It might be 2027. It might be 2028. He's gonna fucking win one. He's gonna win the Indy 500. He's gonna win the IndyCar championship. He's gonna go to NASCAR. He's gonna drive a Cup car. He's gonna win a fucking Cup car championship. He's gonna win multiple fucking championships in the good part of the United States of America. Okay, because at the end of the day, he's gonna prove you wrong. You treated him like absolute dog shit. And this isn't a Danica Patrick situation where you had to keep treating Danica because at the time Danica Patrick was the only female in motorsports, and they kept treating her very well because of that, and she even admits that she was very well pampered because she was the only female in motorsports. This isn't a Danica situation. Okay? This isn't a wrong place, wrong time situation. This isn't some weird loophole situation. This is because F1 is just a money scheme. It isn't even a race. It's not even a race. People go to F1 races. They don't care about the car. They don't care about the car on the track. They don't care about the driver. They don't care. They go to drink freaking margaritas in the stands and root, quote unquote, for a freaking car. By the way, if you've ever been to an F1 race, you can't even really see the cars half the time because you're sitting at one corner of the 20-corner racetrack. I would rather watch F1 on TV than go to a freaking race. They are very fast though, and I would like to watch them in person just to see how fast they go. But that's all I would go to in person. I wouldn't, and the tickets are insane. My God, have you seen the ticket prices, people? It's just, it amazes me. It amazes me. And people don't see it. It's just blasphemy how people can't even see the fact that Logan was treated that way in F1. He didn't have a good car. And I'm not saying it was all F1's fault. There were times where Logan was clearly not an expert of a driver because there was races, past 2 years where he wasn't in a banged up fucking chassis that his teammate flipped. But he's still driving for a shit team. He's still driving for Williams. Williams sucks. I'm just gonna, dude. I'm so glad Audi is coming to F1, folks. I want them to win a championship in like 3 years. I want Williams out of business. I have a personal vendetta against Williams. I think they're the worst team ever, and there are some pretty bad teams. I think Haas is better than fucking Williams. Okay? Like, Williams sucks. Okay? They're horrible. They're dog doodle. They're horrible. At the end of the day, this will be my ending closing statement. At the end of the day, Logan Sargent will prove the motherfuckers wrong. Alex Albon will be at F1 in like 2 years because he sucks. I don't even get, dude, he got a 3-year extension or something. I don't get how he's getting it. He's not performing out of the way. It makes me so upset, dude, because it's like, what in the world did he see in this guy? There's so many other. Look at Ollie Behrman. Better driver. Way better driver. Ollie fucking Behrman is a way fucking better driver. Dude, Liam Lawson. His first race, he finishes 9th being back. Liam fucking Lawson. Dude, where did Liam Lawson finish this weekend? Liam Lawson, where'd you finish? Did you even race today? Oh, yeah, he finished 16th, okay? Where's Albon? Oh, look at that. Liam Lawson, 16th. Alex Albon, 19th. Wow. And by the way, Liam Lawson drives for Red Bull Cash Air. Yeah. Kick Sauber. The team that's going to become fucking Audi with Valtteri Bottas finishing 14th, beat fucking Alex Albon. I don't get why Alex Albon's hyped. He got DNF, dude. With you, like, I don't get. I don't get it. I don't fucking get why he's hyped. I don't get it. Can someone explain to me in the comments, like, genuinely why Alex Albon is like really hyped? Like, I understand his F2 career was like great. His F3 career was great. But like, dude, I'd rather see Haley Deegan in a fucking F1 car. Like, I genuinely would rather, because she's better in an open wheel car than she is a stock car. I know that's a bold statement, but she is. I mean, you should see her drive a fucking mini sprint. She's fucking good. And like off-road cars with the fucking short course tracks and stuff. Dude, I think she'd be great in any car. Or not great, I'm sorry. I think she'd be better than Alex Albon. That's how much I don't like Alex Albon. I don't get it. He's probably a genuinely nice guy. You're probably a great dude, Alex, but I don't get it. Look, I'm sorry I just ran it for a while, but this will do it for me because I just had to get that off my chest. For the rant side. Texans. How about them Texans? 23-20 over the Colts. I'm going to be honest, that game was actually kind of good for us. Offensive was lagging a bit at sometimes. CJ looked a little distraught again. He's been looking distraught for the last, I think, 4 games, where he's kind of the pockets collapsing. It really is our own line, but he's also like really thinking hard sometimes. You can notice when he's in the pocket. But a win's a win, 23-20 over the Colts. So swept the Colts, which is good. We beat them 2-0. So if there is a tiebreaker of any sort with the Colts for the number 1 position, we get that tiebreaker. The Titans lost, which is great. Got the absolute beat the shit out of by the Detroit Lions. Wasn't it like 52-17 or something? Crazy there. The Browns got to win 29-27, I think it was, over the Ravens. Absolute fucking barn burner out there. Crazy NFL games, to say the least, tonight, folks. I mean, holy shit. Malik Willis went out for the Packers and led them to a game-winning drive, 30-27 over the Jags, which also helps the Texans. So literally the only team in the AFC that actually fucking won in the AFC South was the good old Houston Texans. But it was a lot. It was weird today. It's also National Tight Ends Day today. Mahomes um, got picked off, um, but by the Raiders, and I thought they were gonna. The way he got that shit picked off, I thought they were gonna go back for a touchdown because they were literally on the 1 yard line. Didn't happen. Goal line stand. Chiefs didn't let him score a touchdown. Crazy shit going on in the NFL today. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's really much it. There's a lot of shit going on in the NFL today. The NHL, hope the Ducks beat the Devils. That game is literally on right now. I got to turn on my TV. But you guys have a great night, guys. Have a great week. I know you guys will hear this on Monday. Don't worry, Derek is fine. As you can tell by the length of this damn podcast compared to the last episode. And stay healthy, my friends. Until next time, Derek Clark, aka Mini Duck, sign up. Peace.